Alright guys, good morning. I'm back, okay? I'm getting kind of like new to this like vlogging thing going on. So, work with me, okay? Well, hi guys, I'm Christian Klein, aka the Hair Diva. I'm back today. Today, I'm getting ready to do a lace frontal unit installment. So I just wanted to, come on today and show you guys how I get down in this hair industry, okay? I'm a little bit tired. I don't have my face on today. I'm gonna put it on later. I'm probably gonna shoot a video doing my makeup, like my daily routine of doing my makeup and how I get flawless. But I'm tired. The shoot till like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm right back in here early in the morning, so this is what you get. Realness. Real face, realness. Okay? But lips like what? Gloss. So guys, we have her on here. We're getting ready to go ahead and add our lightener to it. And we're gonna bleach the knots. So normally when I say like we're lightening, you see these? And when you're mixing your lightener, you want it, I like Hey guys, so here I'm going to show you guys how I do my braid downs for my installs. This technique I like to use for my wig applications and my lace frontal applications. It is a basic braid down with a roundabout around the back of the nape. And I also like to use braiding hair when I do my braid downs because it secures the braids and gives me a tight hold. So here I'm applying my nude cap with my Got2b gel for that natural look. Okay guys, so here I'm going to show you guys how I do my tweezing of my hairline to give you that very, very natural look. I've already started doing the tweezing, so I'm just going to go in and show you guys how I tweeze. So I do the long stroke method and I'm moving as I'm tweezing. This gives you that very, very natural hairline look. And you have to make sure that you comb through after you tweeze a section to get all that loose hair out because you don't want it to knot up in the unit. So this is a curly type of hair, so you have to really, really make sure you tweeze and you comb through to take out all the excess hair when you're doing your tweezing on this unit. So like I told you guys, I do the long stroke method, and I'm moving as I'm going. I'm not in one place when I'm tweezing. I'm constantly moving because and combing the hair. As you see, I'm tweezing and combing out the hair. So here, guys, I'm cutting off the extra stocking cap to give you that seamless look with the cap. And I'm going to apply the makeup to give you that very, very natural skin look underneath of the lace. And then I'm going to apply the alcohol to clean. Okay, so now it's time to apply the adhesive. I like to use a bond that gives me a maximum hold for my clients. So I use Ghost Bond Platinum Edition because it has a high humidity and waterproof. And I like to use it because it gives me a maximum hold. When applying this, I would like to apply it with a square brush because the square brush gives me an even application and a thin application. So I like to apply it with the brush and it gives me a very, very thin layer and it gives me a very, very maximum hold between the layers. And you want a very, very thin layer on each layer because you need 3 layers to accomplish maximum hold. So as you can see, guys, I'm applying right now with my brush and I'm going over it. And I like to do in sections. So as you can see, I'm doing one side now, and I'm coming across, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the other side. But I like this way because by the time I get to the one side, the other side is clear, so I can apply the next layer of bond. This is the reason why I like to do it this way. And as you can see, it's already starting to dry clear. That's the reason why I like to use this method versus just applying the bond and working it in with like a spatula or an applicator. I like to use this technique. And you see I use the dot method. Space your dots out after each application. So I do a little mini dots for the first application, and then the second layer, my dot spacing will get wider for less product being applied on. And you see with the brush, it gives you a very, very, very even application. Very even and very thin, because that is key when applying your bond for your lace. And as you can see on the other side, it's already clear. See, this technique is very, very awesome, and it works for me. So I'm going to apply my dots now. You can see my dots are starting to get a little wider. And I'm going to go ahead and start brushing my bond, giving it a very, very even application, as you guys can see. And I love this way, this technique. This technique works for me. It really, really works. So I love this technique. So we're applying. Okay, now mind you, we're on our second layer of bond. And you can see with the 2 layer of bonds, it still looks very, very clear. And it's drying clear now. So we're getting ready to go on our 3rd layer of adhesive. And as you can see, this side is already clear. So I really, really see how big our dots got. Yes. So we're going ahead and apply. And we're going to do an even coat, a layer, even layer. And we'll go ahead and brush. And you can see it gives you a very, very even coat of the adhesive, which we love. A very thin layer too, as you guys can see. And we can see, we turn to the other side. It's already clear. I'm guaranteed when you do this step like this, it's a no-fail step. You cannot mess this up doing it this way versus trying to do the whole hairline when applying the adhesive. So this is a helpful hint on how to apply the bond and give you a nice even coat. So I'm going ahead and applying an even layer on here. A very seamless layer. And just go ahead and spread it out, and as you can see, it's not a lot of product. Less is more. You don't need a real lot of product when applying this. Okay? Okay, guys, so let's apply the unit. As you can see, this unit is beautiful. Curls are popping, and we're ready to apply her. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the foundation that I applied to the stocking cap. I'm going to apply to the lace underneath to match, so we can give that very, very seamless look that we are going to achieve. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a powdered foundation that matches my client's head, and we're going to just go ahead and apply it to the lace to give that lace a very natural look. And that's what we're shooting for, a very seamless application. So as you can see, yes, add that foundation all the way in the front of that hairline to make sure it's very, very coated. and that it gives you that very, very natural look that we are trying to achieve today. You see, just apply. You just keep adding as much powder that it takes to coat the whole lace unit. And this is a 360 unit, as you can see, lace on the bottom and lace on the front. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and pull the lace all the way up as far as I can without touching the adhesive. Pull it all the way out. And I'm going to pull from the middle. I like to start and apply my lace from the middle. See, I pulled it all the way up to the hairline as far as I could without applying it to the adhesive. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fold over my first piece, which is the front middle. Pull over the front middle, and I'm gonna apply it down into the adhesive. And then I'm gonna inch over to the side, have her turn her head a little bit, and apply it into that adhesive. You can brush away any excess hair or anything extra. You don't want that getting into the adhesive. And just go ahead and press. Press in a little lightly, not heavily. Very lightly. Okay? Then we're gonna come over to the other side and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna repeat what we did to the other side. We're gonna pull it over to the other side and do the same thing. We're gonna pull it, apply, press down lightly into the adhesive, not hard, very lightly, because we don't want the adhesive to come through all the way through the hair and get on your fingers and give you that messy look. You see, look, very, very nice. I'm just going over checking to make sure I have all the lace into the adhesive, as you guys can see. Now I'm going to go ahead and start cutting away the extra lace. And I like to start with my cut from the middle and then work from side to side. Clip away the hair from the hairline because you don't want that to either fall down and get into the glue or fall down while you're in the middle of cutting away the extra lace. So you don't, it keeps you from risking to cut your hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the first cut through the middle of the head, all the way up to the hairline, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting away the extra lace. Cut away all the extra lace. And I never go straight across. I'm always in like a zigzag up and down method to give you that very, very natural hairline. And just take your time. Do not rush doing this process because this is a very, very crucial process time. So you really don't want to rush when you're cutting your client's lace. You want to take your time, steady hand, and zigzag all the way down the hairline. Take it all the way down. As you can see, I'm tapping. Okay, start from this side. And this, the way I'm doing this way, because it's going to release the lace so that it can start to lay by the ears and the sides very flat so it doesn't buckle on you. You see, I'm working my way on up. I'm not cutting straight. I'm zigzagging around with her hairline. I'm mimicking her hairline. And I'm taking my nice time around here. Getting it all the way, okay? Turn it a little bit. And then okay, now I'm cutting around her ears. I'm gonna cut her ears out. so they can lay, so the lace can lay naturally around her ears. Go ahead and cut. This is the very important part because you can really mess up your lace, and it can be very uncomfortable if you don't cut this lace really good around this part, because it can lay and really bother your clients. You don't want it to bother your clients. So cutting, pulling out my baby hair for my sideburn. And as you can see, look, lays nicely, naturally. Nice and natural. That's what we're going for. So, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it to the other side, and we're going to repeat what we just did on that side on this side. And we're going to take our time cutting out the ears and going around the ear. Now, if this was a 360, if we were applying a 360 full lace, I would go all the way around to the nape of the head. So I just cut away all that extra lace, as you can see. So now we're going to go ahead and apply our foam to lay down our hairline so that it falls naturally. So I love to use Nairobi foam because it gives me a very, very thick foam, and it does the job very, very well. And it doesn't leave the hair hard and crunchy. So that's the reason why I love this foam, as you guys can see. So I'm applying the foam to the hairline so that the hair will lay naturally flat to her head. So this is a very, very important part as well, applying the foam to the client's head. So after I get that all foamed out, now I'm going to go ahead and start working on the sideburns. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of foam there. And then I'm going to continue to set the sideburns so that they lay nice and natural with the client's unit, because you want your hairline to look as natural as possible. So we're going to go ahead and start manipulating the hair so that it lays nice and natural. And you may need to do a little cutting because you want it to look very, very natural, and you want it to look like this client is like, this is naturally going from her head. So we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of foam. And then we're going to go ahead and start manipulating the hair to a natural hairline, a natural sideburn. And I'm going to cut off all the extra hair that we do not need. And just perfecting it. Go ahead and tuck all the other excess hair behind the ear. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out some hair for the baby hair. Very, very thin pieces. Cut it. And then we can go into adding the foam and manipulating the hairline to give us that very, very natural baby hair look. And we're not using a lot of hair. We want it to look very, very natural. We don't have to use a lot of hair when doing your baby hair. You just want little bit of pieces, just little pieces. I really don't like to use baby hair, do baby hairs with my installs, but my clients, they insist on getting baby hair, so I have to give them, a little bit of baby hairs. But if I had it my way, I wouldn't have no baby hairs because I'm really not a big baby hair fan. But go ahead and finish manipulating the hairline. Okay, so the baby hairs and the sideburns are set and they're done, and we're gonna go ahead and tie her up, and we're gonna add our strips to our hairline. And this is going to keep her hairline nice and tight and keep it nice and flat to her hairline while she sits underneath the dryer to dry. So we'll go ahead and tie her up, and then we're gonna go to the dryer. So here we're gonna take that foam that we used for the hairline and the baby hairs, and we're gonna go through the hair, all of the hair, so that it all matches and it pulls out the curl. We want the curl to look very, very defined and very, very natural. So I like to apply the foam all throughout the hair and work it through. And then I'm gonna take a wide tooth comb, and then I'm gonna rake through her hair to make sure that the foam is evenly distributed throughout the whole unit, and make sure that if there was any like leftover hair from tweezing or plucking, that it's all out. So this is where I go in with the foam, and I'll go ahead and comb through and detangle the unit. I like to do this way with curly hair. Any type of curly hair or defined curl pattern, this is the technique that I like to do. And it always pulls out the curls, and the curls always look very, very natural and pretty. We're finished with her install. We have her finally installed, and we're ready to show you guys the finished product. So she just came out of the dryer. I always like to set my lace so that it gives it more of a natural feel, a natural look. So. And thumbs up button, and to subscribe. Please subscribe. I have more videos coming. If you have any suggestions of any type of videos, please hit me up in my inbox or comment below. I'll be sure to bring the video towards the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed what I'm bringing to you guys to YouTube. Like I said, I'm new to YouTube. Just thank you guys.